Welcome to Study Loop.
Okay, so this question we want to determine if the various functions are onto or not. So what does it mean to be onto? Well, it means that if you have your function which maps the set A to B, then you need for every element, so for every B inside B, there must exist some number A in A such that f as a function of A is equal to B. So really what this says is that you need to be able to generate every number inside B, every single number inside of B. So in this case, it's trying to map from the integer cross integer, map that to your integers. Map that. Okay, so now A. F as a function of mn is equal to 2m minus n. So this is a onto function. So to see why, so if you let x be some random number in Z, to generate this number, all you need to do is you need to go f as a function of, let's say, x over 2 and 0. So then this is 2 times by x over 2 minus 0. So this is just simply x. So yes, this is onto. Now b, f as a function of mn is equal to m squared minus n squared. So this is not an onto function. To see why, let's just look at the squares. So this could either be 0 or 1 squared or 2 squared, so that's 4, or 9 and whatever. Now the problem is you have 2 is in your integers, but there is no way you can make 2 by subtracting these numbers. So 1 minus 0 gives you 1, 4 minus 1 gives you 3, 4 minus 0 gives you 4, and 9 minus 4 gives you 5. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. So because you can't generate 2, it's not an onto function. Now C. F as a function of mn is equal to m plus n plus 1. So yes, this is a onto function. Yes. So once again, if you let x be in your integers, to make it, you can make it from x minus 1 and 0. So that's x minus 1 plus 1. So this is just x. So yes, it is. The f as a function of mn equal to absolute m minus absolute n. So this is an onto function. To show why, it's a bit more complicated, but if you let x be in your integers and x is greater than or equal to 0, well then all you need is you need f as a function of x0. So that's absolute value of x minus absolute value of 0, which is absolute value of x. Now since x is positive, absolute value of x is just x. So this is x. Now you need the integers which are less than 0 as well. So when this is less than 0, what you will do is you take 0 and x. So this is going to be absolute value of 0 minus absolute value of x, which is equal to negative absolute value of x. But since x is negative already, this number is just simply x. So yes, this is onto. Now finally, e f as a function of mn is equal to m squared minus 4. This is very simply not an onto function. No. Because you know that m squared is going to be greater than or equal to 0. So m squared is greater than or equal to 0. So m squared minus 4 is going to be greater than or equal to minus 4. So then your function can only be greater than or equal to minus 4. But then minus 5 is in your integers. Minus 5 is in your integers. And by this rule, because it's always going to be greater than minus 4, minus 5 can never be created. So it is not an onto function.